Skippy, Rob the Slob, Tow Truck Danny, Sticks, Mr. Swanson, Barrel Lars, Fresh Bobcat, Adam, Kev, Ryan, Thunder Thighs, Finding Robbie, Shardle, hi. Ooh, first time chat. Psycho Tech 420, I like it. Mellow Sky, hi. So, what's up, everybody? We're here. It's a collaborative stream tonight.
It is. This is my first ever collaborative stream. I don't think I've ever streamed before, to be perfectly honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, like we'll go live at the warehouse for sure, but I've never streamed before. I've never sat down and gone.
Wow, first time.
Yeah, first time for me.
First time
So
streamer.
be nice,
right
guys.
here.
Be nice, please.
First time streamer right here. So I guess for you go first. You introduce to my audience, and then I'll introduce myself to your audience.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Jeff. I'm from the Float Life. We make performance parts for One Wheels. That's what we do. We're doing a big giveaway. It's been going for the last 60 or so days now. And we're giving away this brand new One Wheel XR Classic with like all the gear on it. So it ends up being like nearly $4,000 build, and it's nuts. I have all the gear in my truck right now. I just didn't want to bring it in here because it's so much stuff. And I know you guys can't see this, but it's a little bit crowded in this room.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm pretty pumped. We had a ton of people enter. We're giving away, like, this is such a crazy giveaway. And then on top of this, we're having a second place prize for a mod retro with a few games, right?
That's right.
Tetris is the only one I've played on it, but I'm freaking hooked. I'm hooked on Tetris now.
All right.
So
We are giving away a Chromatic.
giving away a Chromatic. So these things are sweet, man.
Boom.
What's the name of my favorite horse? Oh, boy. Which horse is probably my favorite right now? There's so many to choose from.
Horse?
Yeah, you didn't know I have just a mess of horses at my house?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you had like, I thought maybe a horse.
No, we have like 16 or 17 right now. Yeah. So many horses.
What are you doing with so many horses?
So, I run a horse stable at my house.
Okay.
Is what I do. So
Okay.
we've had up to 20, and it's nuts. So that's what I do. When I go to my first job is I wake up, I get my kid off to school. Then I work at Float Life. And then sometime in there, we're doing wheelie fun bike stuff too. And then I go to my other job after that, which is taking care of horses for the rest of the night. So yeah, I'm not as busy as you.
I was going to say, we're very similar at this point. Like,
yeah, but a bit
I
busy.
sell tractors, and then I come home and make videos and go live with you guys. So explain Float Life a little bit to like all my folks over on Twitch that don't know. Well, you guys have seen me talk about my One Wheel. You've seen me make One Wheel videos. You've even seen me make videos that include Float Life, especially when I swapped out like the rails and stuff like that. But what exactly is Float Life?
Yeah, so all the cool stuff you guys have seen on Tofer's board, that's probably our stuff.
Everything.
Yeah. We may or may not have traded tractor parts for it.
Yeah. I mean, literally everything on my board.
Yeah.
Is including the hub, the tire, both pads now.
Yep.
The rails.
Dude, you're gonna make my stream so jealous right now, telling them that you've got a front cush low. We've been sold out for so long.
Yeah.
But you got a full build going on right now, and you switched from lowriders back to standard, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And both of the boys also ride the standard WTFs.
There you go.
Yep. So yeah, and for those of you on Instagram and YouTube, which are your channels, I'm the video game guy. I'm Tofer. If you don't know who I am, I'm just a dude that makes like nostalgic videos for the internet.
Yeah, if you guys like old school gaming stuff, Tofer's the guy for that.
Yeah, I do a lot of other stuff as well. Obviously, like I've made quite a few videos with my board. You've seen me recently making videos with my skate stuff now because, like, I don't know, I put a pair of skates on for the first time in a while. I kind of enjoy it.
Rollerblades.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as a lifelong skateboarder, we're enemies, you know that, right?
I know. Did you see the video that I posted yesterday when I took my kid to the store and I explained how when I used to skate, granted, this was the mid-90s, 95, 96 probably.
The golden era of both rollerblading and skateboarding.
Yeah. We used to take, us inline skaters used to take offense to being called bladers.
Oh, we had another name for you.
Fruit booters? Yeah. I got that in the comments quite a bit. Yeah. We finally able to get a Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle on Tuesday. Hell yeah. First time chat. What's going on, man? So yeah, I make little videos about everything, including just vacationing with the family, my kids learning how to ride their board, their one wheel, a little bit of everything, a little bit of gardening.
Yeah, and I hope you guys are already subbed to his channel because people got an entry to the giveaway from subbing to your Instagram, I think.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go. No wonder why there was an
if you're not
influx.
following him, follow. Hey, there you go. You got a nice little pop.
Yeah.
All right.
That, and apparently people like the PS2 Mini.
Huh. Oh, is that something that just got released recently?
Is something my buddy made, and
It was like a DIY thing?
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
he took a PlayStation 2 Slim and cut it down as far as he possibly could. I have it sitting here somewhere. And made the smallest possible PlayStation 2 with original hardware.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's got an SD card in it, of course, and
Come here.
full of stuff.
Come here. Come here. Oh.
Yeah, and that
Also got a puppy.
that has become my most viral video ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Just recently?
That was 5 days ago, and I think it's at like 9 million.
That's
views
crazy. I mean, we got a
on
47
Instagram.
million view one, but you know,
It's
9 million.
Wild. It's wild.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. I know.
Nice.
All right, so yeah. Oh, look at you guys are all Zora'd out. So over on Twitch, people can redeem things, and there are dog treats that can be redeemed. See, there it is right there. Michelle gave Zora a treat. Where's her treat thing?
Oh, is that how it works? Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves coming in the stream.
Yeah. Paws off. She gets a treat.
Okay.
Thanks, Michelle.
Hey, Zora, can you sit?
Appreciate it.
Can you sit?
Yep.
Sit. Good girl.
Look at that. What a
Oh,
dog.
you're so gentle.
What a
My
dog.
dog takes my fingers off.
Oh
him.
yeah, no, Zora. Sometimes you actually have to try and convince her to eat.
What? What kind of dog are you?
It's crazy. Horse versus one wheel. Win.
Oh, we might have to race. We might have to do some racing. Horse versus one wheel races. That does sound fun. Have you guys seen this dog's eyelashes though? This is what I couldn't get over.
Yeah.
Look at the eyelashes on this thing. No joke.
Zora has some eyelashes.
Out to, dude, that long.
Yeah.
That long on eyelash. She doesn't like it when I touch them. Oh, she's out of here.
She's like, I got my treat. I'm out. Ford Torin, thank you for the resubscription. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Has
actually,
this
yeah,
guy-
D's correct. Flying Horses Part 2 is coming soon. If you guys haven't seen Flying Horses Part 1, it's on our YouTube channel. It's a couple videos back. It's Dee and Gary, who were the top two Clydesdale finishers at Race for the Rail recently in the last couple weeks here. Shred some trails out at San Luis Obispo. And then we've got number 2 dropping here. I want to say next week, maybe the week after, and that's up in Tahoe, and that's going to be a sick video. I've been watching. The edit's almost done. It's in coloring right now, but it's so sick. So, yeah, check that one out.
Somebody over on Twitch wants to know if you have met Grayson, the dog with the one wheel.
I haven't met Grayson yet. No, haven't met Grayson. But we haven't seen a lot of Grayson now that CNR hasn't been posting anything because, little known fact, they had exclusive rights to posting all of the online content for Grayson the dog for like
Really?
18 months or something, yeah. But now that they're not around, I don't know what's going on with that.
What happens there?
Probably why Grayson hasn't gone viral in a while.
I have something to announce. Grayson is now exclusive to the Tofer channel.
We're taking him.
My one wheeling and Twitch together. How did this happen?
Worlds have collided.
Symphony of the day. I know, right? Isn't it crazy? Twitch and YouTube coming together. Chromatic, yep. Chromatic is also a giveaway tonight.
I think we should do the Chromatic giveaway first.
Okay.
Is what I.
So
think
how do you want to do this?
So
2 separate giveaways, right?
So there have been giveaways in the one wheel community before, and people have accused those giveaways of being rigged.
Yeah.
and
we don't say.
We need to make sure that this giveaway is not rigged at all, which is why we're live streaming. We can't possibly cheat, right? So we've literally got a list up right now of every single entry.
Look at that number again.
The number's insane. It's a really high number. But basically, we're going to pick a number between 1 and the very, very top, and we're just going to hit a random number generator. Whatever it is, we're going to hit Control F. It's in Google Sheets. We're going to look it up, and we're going to read that name off. I got the email address. We don't have the email address on right there, but we'll be able to tell who it is. And I'll shoot you an email or reach out to you some other way, and hopefully it's someone really cool that
So
wins.
just to clarify, unlike a lot of my giveaways, which I force upon these folks over on Twitch, They don't have to be present to win.
No, they don't have to be present to win. No,
yeah.
we'll reach out to them. We'll reach out to them for sure. We've got your email. Most likely, your customer. We have your mailing address and everything, so we'll be able to send you.
Yeah, I make I make you guys. Now, every Wednesday we do a Chromatic giveaway. Every Wednesday. So in case you didn't know that, if you don't win a Chromatic tonight, and you want another chance, tomorrow night on my Twitch channel, I'm gonna give another one away. I do it every Wednesday.
Sweet.
We've
One
done
a week.
Yeah, one a week.
That's crazy.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
Adam, how many have there been? 40. I think we've done 40.
I know Brandon. You guys know Brandon.
Yeah,
who
Brandon
packs
has
all
one.
the orders. Yeah, Brandon, our customer care department. He had one.
Mm-hmm.
I have one now, and I freaking love it because
Yeah.
I just play Tetris. But I want some new games for it.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you home with some because I got a bunch.
Sweet.
41 we've given away so far. 41 Chromatics. Mod Retro has been overly awesome about it.
That's wild. That's so much free stuff.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah, I did the numbers not too long ago. I was like, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, there's
wild.
probably a comma in that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a $300 device, so.
It's a $300 thing.
Yeah, it's $199 for the Gorilla Glass and $299 for the Sapphire Glass version.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm guessing Sapphire Glass is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more indestructible. Gorilla Glass is probably a little. Or no, I take that back. The Gorilla Glass is probably a little more indestructible as far as like impact, and Sapphire is going to be a little more scratch resistant.
Got it.
So if you just want to take this thing and throw it in your backpack,
then you probably want the Gorilla.
you want the Sapphire.
Wait. Oh, because it's
Sapphire
like
is
rubbing on
scratch
stuff.
resistance. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
either the Sapphire one has a little thing at the bottom that says Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
And it comes in like 8 different colors. And I can talk about this now. I'm excited. Mod Retro's next product is the M64.
I don't know what that. Oh, it's like a Nintendo
It's
64.
a Nintendo. It is
like a handheld Nintendo 64.
It is a. How much of this can I talk about? It is a original, basically an original Nintendo 64 that takes original N64 games.
Like the full carts.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And just like they've done with this, there will be new Nintendo 64 games being released and reissued.
Crazy. But can I link up to my buddy's M64 and go GoldenEye head to head?
I don't know how much I could talk about.
Oh no! I'm gonna take that as a maybe.
I would say that there's lots of features. It's very feature rich, including if you liked the N64 and you have a Chromatic, maybe there are things there also that can.
Well, that's very cryptic, Tofer.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
I don't know where my NDA. Oh, look, my manager's on here. NDA. I didn't sign an NDA on that stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Devin's like, no. Oh, Brandon's here.
Wait, Brandon, you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, where are you, dude?
Guy, get over here. We're right down the street from your house, man.
He's across the river.
He's right there.
What are you not
Well,
doing here?
I'll text you the address. Come on over.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
right.
since we're talking Mod Retro, let's give away a Mod
You
Retro.
wanna do it?
Let's
All
do
right.
it, man.
Let's do it.
I think we gotta pull up a random number generator.
How do you enter the giveaway? Devin wants to know.
Well, you should have been here 2 months ago, Devin. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So the giveaway it started July 16th, I want to say. But basically it went for 2 months, and you had to, do a couple things. Follow some different socials. Follow us. Follow Tofer. Follow Chromatic or Mod Retro. And then it was also for every $1 that you spent on our website, you got an entry. So a bunch of people got entries that way too. But we have basically a giant list right now of people. So
Giant.
It's way too big.
Yep.
So, but it's all good. So we're gonna pick one person right now to win this beautiful Chromatic by Mod Retro. Again, thank you guys at Mod Retro for donating this. That was super cool. Super, super cool. We also had a 3rd place prize that kind of fell through, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So either way, these are still great prizes. So let's do this, Tofer. If you want to pull up, just Google random number generator.
Let's do it.
And then we'll click on the second one that pops up, not the first one. I don't trust the first one.
Never trust the first one because it's usually like some kind of ad.
Yeah.
Sponsored.
Trying to get sneaky.
Sorry, guys. It's hard for me to type on my new keyword. That one?
I like that one. Calculator soup.
Calculator soup. Okay.
That looks legit.
Yeah.
That looks legit. Let's do that one.
Minimum, maximum.
Yep. Okay, so we'll go to our maximum, enter the maximum number. Minimum 1, perfect.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, you got to grab that little thing and slide way down.
Boom.
There you go.
3164. Oh, look at that. Oh, the 1 O is already there.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, so it says just generate one list item.
Yeah.
Yep. Allow repeats. That doesn't matter because we're only pulling one right now. Don't sort. This all seems great. Let's do this. We're gonna press calculate 5 times, and on the 5th press, that's the one we're gonna take.
One?
I kind of like that. We're gonna warm it up a little bit. You know, we don't want to shoot cold out here. We gotta warm the barrel up a little bit. So, yeah, click it 5 times, man, and let's get a number.
Is there a GT XL review coming soon?
Nah, I'm not buying one.
Oh.
No. I mean, I've got my BTG build in the truck right now. It's 126 volt. It's higher voltage. It's a bigger tire. It's got a smaller hub. It's got better approach angles. Like, it's lighter.
When we're done here, I'm gonna ride it.
Better. Yeah, for sure. I've heard it's a great board though. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't ride FM boards anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I heard it's a great board. Like, if you ride FM boards, I've heard it's better than the GTS. So
I one of these days we're gonna get together and you're gonna help me build.
Oh yeah, we'll build you something sick.
Yeah,
we'll build you something super sick. So, all right, you ready for the 5 presses?
Let's do it. Okay, ready? Here's 1. Where'd the number end up?
It's right there. I see where it is. So that was 1. Okay. Press it again. 2, 3, 4, and there's a 5th click.
All right.
So 12091.
All right.
Is what we got to look up. So Control F 12091. I also realized it's just first name and then last initial. So it's very possible we'll get like a John A and then a bunch of John A's will think that they won. But we have emails synced up to a separate list that we'll be able to do. But we'll have to pull that up later. And you know what? I think we will pull up the other list probably for the big giveaway. But the winner for the Chromatic from Mod Retro is Thomas F.
Thomas F.
We might have more than one Thomas F that's out there, but
there's a Thomas Frank that's really excited.
I know. We should have pulled up the list with the emails on it.
There's a Thomas Fun.
But really we do have the number right there, so make sure we write that number down so that we don't lose it. So I can look it up later tomorrow when we actually mail these out.
I'm gonna write it on the top of my snap.
Not that we couldn't just rewatch our stream, but still.
Yeah. 12092. 12092.
So go Thomas, man. Good work. I hope you're on the stream. That'd be sick if you were on the stream.
Yeah. See, I always
Thomas Fungineer.
I'm such a hard ass with my guys and gals. I'm always like, you gotta be here. Do you know how many times I've had somebody in stream? Like the majority of the stream, and then at the end of the stream when I do the giveaway, they get drawn, and I'm like, you've been chatting the whole time. What happened?
Oh, and they just bailed at the last minute.
Asleep or something.
Oh, and they're in the chat still, but
you can see them. You can see that they're
no
logged in, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's happened.
Oh no. All right, we got a question here though. What kind of board do I ride? So I have 2 setups right now. I have both Vesk builds, but I have one that's 84 volt and one that's 126 volt. So the 84 volt, that is my street build. I think I actually did a Rep Your Set with that board. So if you guys go to our YouTube channel, you can see my Rep Your Set. That's my street board that I ride. And then recently I built a high voltage trail build that is... It's so sick, man. So let's go through it like step by step. So for the rails, standard, extended length, WTF. I like the full symmetric original WTF.
So real quick though, just for my people who are watching, explain what you said vest.
Sure. So essentially there's like these one wheels are made by a company called Future Motion. There's also like open source software, hardware.
This was confusing to me too when I first learned.
Yeah, available for it. So Vesk is like the open source version of this board. So like you switch the controller in it and then you can load open source firmware on it and you can control a lot more stuff. You can take a lot of, like safety precautions off. You can increase power to it. You can change the way that it rides a lot more. It's easier to repair. There's more options as far as parts go. It's way less locked down. Sort of like think, Apple versus Linux, something like that. So this is like the Linux of the one wheels.
Sure.
So yeah, but basically I've got those WTF rails. I've got Cush low front and back. I've got 5-inch MTE hub on that thing, and then I've got a prototype BTG Pioneer on there, which is like the sickest tire I've ever ridden. The sidewall is like this big on it. It's nuts. It's like floating on a cloud. You just like roll over pot hills. It's so sick. Bang bumpers, of course. As far as the powertrain goes, it's a Thor 400 for the controller. I've actually got a Pint S series motor stator inside of that MTE. So it's not a Pint S motor, it's a Pint S series motor, because those are apparently different things, which makes no sense. Basically, the Pint S doesn't come with a Pint S series motor. Don't ask too much about it. But basically, I've got that, and then it's rewired for the Fungineers plug. And then I've got an Indy Speed Control 30S1P 126 volt pack in the back. And that's it. That's my build, and it's the sickest build
You got
ever.
all that right.
I freaking love it. Yeah, sorry if that got too technical.
I think there's some people over on Twitch who are like, yeah. Basically, completely custom board.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very custom board. I don't even know what that thing would cost to build, to be honest with you, but it's not cheap. But it's such a sick build.
As somebody who just like sort of fell into one wheels, when I first got my one wheel, it was like stock, GT stock.
Yeah.
And then I met you. Well, I started watching your guys' channel first.
Oh.
Because I was like, and if people who on my side who are following, on my Twitch, they've got an awesome YouTube channel with all kinds of really cool stuff, like ride videos, everything. I would say, like, if you like my channel, there's a lot of stuff. I think there's a lot of similarities there.
Okay.
As far as like just the like personalities and that.
It's
sort
good
of stuff.
vibes.
It's
good
very
vibes.
very good vibes.
Yeah.
So I bought a GT. I found your guys' channel first, and because I was like, well, what can be done on these? Like I can ride up and down the street, and then I found Float Life, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of stuff that can be done on these boards. And then I was following you guys for probably, I don't know, 6 months or so. And then I started my journey with all the content and stuff. And you just came walking into the shop one day.
Yeah, that's fun. So did you recognize me when I walked in? Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
Because, yeah, I saw your board sitting there, and I was like, yo, you ride a one wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You came in, you walked into the shop, we talked, and then I think I emailed you, and then I realized your extension was Float Life, and I was like, wait a minute. Jeff from Float Life. Was that that guy from the Float Life? And then, yeah, when we were talking on the phone, I was like, do you like Float Life? And you're like, yeah, that's my company. And I'm like, oh my God. And then it all just like, then I realized that I could change all of this stuff out.
Everything. Fully customizable.
Yeah, and at the time when I first started doing that, I mean, it was a couple years ago. I think you guys might have been 3-ish plus years. How long have you had your tractor?
I think I still got 2 years left on my tractor loan. So yeah, like 3 years ago probably. Yeah.
I think it was like right before you had done the first WTF rails maybe, and so
no, because it was GT days. We did WTF rails way back in the day when the XR was out. Before there was even custom shaping. So right when the WTF rails came out, because they're angled up like 3.5 degrees, it would ride 3.5 degrees nose down. So you would actually have to ride in elevated mode. Was the only way you could do it. You couldn't tilt your nose up at all. So everyone was riding around in elevated.
And I didn't know that you could change all this stuff out. And so when I realized that you guys actually had a shop that I could walk into, then it was all downhill for me from there. Everything on my board got changed out.
Yeah.
And even now my hub is changed out. I don't think there's anything. I mean, the brain, I suppose. And like the motor inside.
Yeah. We got to get some open source stuff on there, man.
How many different... So when I say this, for those of you over on my channel, these are the rails here. Like this frame here is the rail, and you can change this out for many different reasons. How many different style rails do you guys have now?
I mean, we had straights, we had lifter lowers, which kind of would maybe count as two. We have varials. Do you count those as like a completely separate rail system? Because we have a modular rail system where the centers change out. Lifter lowers. We had the FAFs that we
Lowriders.
just brought back, low riders, steep and deeps, regulars. So
Jesus.
dovetails. I forgot about dovetails. And then you got to take into account like the rally version ones because Future Motion doesn't let you tilt your board anymore. So now we have to do ones that are built for the factory pre-tilt, and then we do extended in a lot of them too. So it's like, yeah, you can do longer ones. You can ride bigger tires on there. We do shorter ones. I forgot. We made growlers. So you can actually do one that's like a Pint XR hybrid that's kind of in between.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, those are sick, man. Growlers are really fun for around town boards.
Huh.
Yeah, like little
So
pocket rockets.
let me ask you this for people on my side that don't know, because I don't know that I know. What got you? How long ago? And what got you into riding a one wheel?
Oh man, so originally that was way back in the day. My buddy Nick Sanfilippo sent me the Kickstarter. And he was just like, Jeff, check this thing out. I was like, oh, that's kind of sick, but $1,500? No way. I'm not spending $1,500 on that thing on a Kickstarter. No way. So I bailed on it, and then I just kept like a couple times a week. I just kept going back and looking at it, and they actually had a chat forum on their website back then. And I was on there. I was chatting with folks. I look up like every single bit of content I could for it. There wasn't much. There was like almost nothing. And then I see on there that they're selling, as soon as the Kickstarter fulfilled, they're starting to sell used for more than they're selling for new because you couldn't get them. It was like if you tried to order one, they're like, dude, minimum 8 weeks to get one. So people were selling them used for like $1,600. I'm like, you know what? I'll put in an order for one. If I hate it, I'll just turn around and sell it for what I paid for it. I'm out nothing and it's all good. So I got it, and like 2-3 months later, it comes in. I take it out, I ride it around for like an hour, and I come home like, honey, we're buying another one. We're getting 2. This thing is so sick. Like, it's so sick. It feels like skateboarding, snowboarding, and surfing kind of all sort of mixed into one. And I was like, this thing's so sick.
And you come from skateboarding?
Skateboarding and snowboarding.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that was the thing, is I started trying to ride this thing like a skateboard. You know, I'm trying to slide curbs and rails and bonk and all that stuff. And they just fall apart, man. I was breaking one like every other week. So I started building parts for it. Originally, I built like plates for the bottom of it that I originally did as UHMW rails, like skateboards had back in the day, slider rails on them. Yeah, because I had to protect the battery and essentially the controller, the brain of it. So I started building those, and then, you know, I made them for myself, and people were like, dude, I want some. I'm like, all right, I'll make a batch. You know, and I met my neighbor Bob, who worked in plastics. He's like, oh, dude, I got this all covered. No problem. Here's what we use. Here's who's going to cut it. I was like, this is great. And I was like, made a batch of 44 of them, because that's what you get out of a big 4x8 sheet of UHMW. And they sold out before they even went on sale, really. And I was like, all right, I guess we'll make 2 batches next time. Then we made 2 batches, and they sold out. And then we made 4 batches, and then we just kept going from there.
And that's how it started.
Wow. Yeah. And
how long ago was that?
We started that in 2016, but we officially like incorporated in 2017, like early 2017. So yeah, it's been a little while. It's been a fun journey.
Yeah, it has been a little while. I
Started
didn't realize it's been that long.
Yeah, started in the dining room, you know, and then moved to the garage, then moved to a little shop, and now we're at a big shop.
That's a really good question, Finding Robbie, because this is a question that I would have asked a million times before. It was a question that I asked a bunch before I bought one, and I think it's hard to explain. But how is it for beginner use? I think like the answer to that question depends on whether you've spent any time on a board. Like, have you spent any time on a skateboard or really a snowboard? Because it's probably a little more like a snowboard.
Yeah, if you're used to riding sideways, you'll pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah. Definitely. I will admit I had an Epic Go first. You know
What's
what those
that?
are?
No, I don't know what that is.
They're the people call them hoverboards.
Oh, it's a hoverboard.
Yeah. The wheels here, and then
You don't like that people call them hoverboards?
because they don't hover. They're on the ground. They're touching the ground. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and hoverboards are sideways like a skateboard.
Right.
Yeah, at least
Like,
from Back
I'm thinking
to the Future,
Back to the
right?
Future
Yeah.
hoverboard. But I had one of those first, and I spent a lot of time on that thing. And then I started seeing these around, and I'm like, I'm gonna get one of these things. And so when I got one, the first day I was on it, I was like, I hate this.
Really?
I do not like it. Yeah.
It wasn't just instant love for you.
No, because
Weird.
I was so used to being to being perpendicular with where I was.
Because you're a
going.
rollerblader.
Yes.
So you're a forward-facing
Yes.
guy.
And so it was just like,
yeah.
and I remember telling my brother-in-law, I was like, I don't know, man. I think I might. This might not be for me. And then the more time I spent on it, oh man.
Yeah, you fell in love.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, once you get that locked-in feeling, like once you get it and it clicks for you, It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's so rad.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a little wobbly at first.
Yep.
I mean, the problem that I've seen though is like if you're used to riding a board, some people get way too comfortable on it. And it's like my snowboard and skateboard buddies, they'll jump on and they'll feel super comfortable and they'll go 100 miles an hour and crash.
Boom.
Yeah, it just no gear, you know, and they'll just get wrecked. And it's like, well, dude, what'd you expect? The thing's got a motor in it, man. You can't be doing 30 on that thing first day and expect not to crash.
Yeah.
So
my question to you is for a lot of you on my end, on my side here that have never ridden one of these. If somebody were like interested, if they're like, you know what, I think I want to check it out, what would you suggest?
I'd buy a used one. I'd buy like a used. Well, it depends. Like if you're a lightweight person, you could probably get away with like a Pint X.
That's what my kids have. That's what the boys have.
Yeah, and then or like an XR, man. I still think the old XRs are still awesome. Like all my Vesk builds are all on XR bases because I think they feel better. I don't have any GT builds that I ride. At all. Yeah, not at all. I think XR just feels way, way better. But it's super underpowered, you know, and the range sucks on it.
I was just going to say, is it...
Yeah,
what
but
do you do
when
about
you,
that?
you know, when you swap everything and beef it up and throw a bigger battery in it, then it's great. But yeah, I would jump on Facebook Marketplace, find a good deal on something, and then you can see if you like it or not, you know?
Yeah.
That's a great way to do it.
Yeah. Don't forget... Oh, Michelle, that is a really good point. So I have these 3D printed Mario shells for mine.
Oh yeah, your fender.
Yeah, these I kicked one of my spikes off. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, dude. That thing's got to poke right into your leg while you're riding.
It doesn't actually. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Obviously, I need to glue this one back on because I kicked it off on accident. But I have these for the kids and myself. They've got a green one, a red one, and of course I have the spike shell.
Oh, the first place shell, right? That means technically you're probably in last place, right?
Yeah.
If you're getting that
for
shell.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dad's coming up from the rear. Like, that's just how it works all the time.
Yeah.
But thank you, Michelle. I forgot about those. I don't ride them that often, to be honest with you.
Gotta keep this thing nice,
Oh,
man.
no.
Someone's got to win it. This thing's brand new. 0 miles on it.
Brand new. Yeah, and it is brand new. It just came out of the box.
Just came out of the box. We still got the box right here, but we figured you guys would rather look at a board than a box. So
yeah.
Hold it
Also, what else?
dude, everything. Every single part that we have for this is included. I mean, even
Really?
like tire levers we're throwing in there, and like tire sealant, like everything. So tire, MTE hub, WTF rails, Cush low front and back, which you guys should be stoked on that.
A new hub.
Bang bumpers for it. I think 5-inch Pioneer is the tire, which is the best tire that has ever been made. So yeah, I think there might even be some cold blocks in there, float blocks in there. No, there aren't, because the Classic has different axle blocks. So no axle blocks in the giveaway. But yeah, basically everything that we make that can fit on this board is included in the giveaway.
Wow, this is a 100% decked out build.
Yeah, there's not much else you can do.
Decked out.
Oh, drop top fender on there too. So yeah, this thing is dialed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, cool. Well, what do you think? We've been going for like a half hour now. I think these people are getting restless. I think I'm ready to give this thing away.
Let's do it.
I've been toting this thing around for 2 months now.
Yeah.
It's just been sitting there collecting dust. Also, I bought it before these got discounted by $100.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2 days before. So, yay.
Dang. Look at somebody has like done the complete price breakout.
I believe it. Yeah.
$4,269.
They say 40. What did they say?
$4,269.
No, that's not real. That's a 42069 joke.
Oh, I get it. Jeez.
That's pretty on brand for us.
I'm a video game guy.
Then you should be into the nerd shit, dude. For 42069. Come on.
I can't like I can't. So my crew calls it a safety meeting.
Yep.
We have a safety meeting, right? I can't have safety meetings and play video games at the same time.
Do you just fall apart?
Yeah,
or you
no,
get
I'm
scared?
just like
you can't like play Resident Evil and do it
I can't play
because
nothing.
you get too
and do
scared.
it. No, I just like I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to eat those Cheez-Its.
Oh, you just want to chill, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, video game is chilling though.
Not for me.
Not
I
the way
gotta,
you
like,
play, I guess. I don't
yeah,
know.
no.
You
just
play
can't
more
do it.
aggressive than me.
Yep. All right. Well, are we ready to?
Yeah, let's give this thing
Punch
away,
this
man.
baby in?
We're ready. The good news is
Wow.
we already got all the numbers plugged in.
Yep.
So all we got to do is click that button.
Click the button.
How many times should we click that button? I mean, I would say like
120.
69 times, but that's way too many. It's way too...
I feel like.
All right, here we go. We're
hard
we're
to
gonna
keep track
we're gonna
of.
click it 6.9 times, but we'll round up to 7.
Okay,
All
7
right,
times.
so we're gonna do 7 clicks
Yep.
on the random number generator, and the 7th click is who is gonna win the fully kitted out one wheel classic XR Classic, which I don't know why they called it an XR Classic. It's a GT. It is all GT parts on this thing, but hey, it is what it is. It's blue, so I guess it's an XR.
They're calling this an XR Classic?
It's called the XR Classic. Yeah. It's a
didn't realize
GT.
that.
The only parts on this that it won't work with GT are the bumpers because the rail shape is different and the axle blocks. Other than that, everything else is GT. And I mean, I guess the rails because, you know, they're thinner, but you can put GT rails on this. Like you could just straight up put GT rails, GT bumpers, and that's it. And GT axle blocks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
7 times, I guess.
Crazy. Yeah. Oh, and the
How
rails
do
that are
you enter?
coming are varials as well, which is sweet. So
Valgard, we covered that. It's not a typical like entry on my side on Twitch. I mean, most of you guys already know this, but you want to like real quick before we click? Explain, like,
yeah, we've been
how-
running this contest for like 2 months on our channels and website, and you got entries by following certain folks like us or Tofer or Mod Retro, and then you also got entries by spending money on our website. So for every $1 you spent on our website buying super cool aftermarket gear for your one wheels or shirts or hats or whatever it was, you got 1 entry per $1 spent. As long as you entered the code correctly when you checked out, and if you didn't, there's literally nothing we can do about it. Don't email poor Brandon afterwards saying add the code because we can't. It just doesn't work. So sorry.
Or you could email Brandon and then
Don't email Brandon. Brandon is buried right
kidding.
now.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we've been running a big sale.
Brandon, are you
Brandon's
still here?
Buried. Poor Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody just had a question. Oh, GT Stater?
No. Yes. Yeah, that's GT Stater.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 7?
I'm ready. We're gonna click it 6.9 times,
Yep.
round up to 7, and then that number we're gonna look up the winner and read it off. Again, I super apologize if your name is the same first name and last initial as this person, but it's not actually you. We're gonna look up the email addresses afterwards. I just didn't want to be doxing anyone live on air with emails.
I'm
here.
gonna paste it right across the screen, the email address, and everybody's welcome to email the winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, don't do that. We're gonna give them their address. We have their address too and their phone number.
Yeah.
Should we put
well,
that
phone
out?
number's probably better actually.
Yeah.
Because then you can do text and all that.
Dude, I accidentally put my phone number online as the shop phone number way back in the day, and Google picked it up. I can't answer my phone anymore just because it's nonstop. It's every 30 seconds I get a phone call. It's bad.
I had somebody build a website for me, a back-end website when I first started doing this.
Yeah.
And they had my cell phone number on there as a contact.
Oh no.
It was buried. Luckily,
Yeah.
luckily they were very shitty at building a website, and so the contact was buried like in like sub pages.
Yeah.
But one person did find it, and I got a phone call, and they were just like Tofer, and I'm like, hi.
How do you know?
Yeah. First off, if I answer the phone and somebody calls me Tofer,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like, nobody calls me that in my personal life, which is Yep. Oh look, Brandon is here, and he redeemed a Ric Flair. Woo! There you go. That was for you, Brandon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can redeem Ric Flairs on the Twitch.
Oh, fun. Wait, did Brandon have to pay money for that?
He paid channel points.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the longer you watch on Twitch, the longer you watch, the more channel points you get. And then people
okay.
can redeem them for things like it used to be. We don't do it so much anymore. But pulling an egg out of the lucky egg machine.
Oh, that's fun.
And there's all kinds of stuff in there.
Sweet.
There's consoles and all kinds of cool stuff. All right. So.
All right, we're actually doing it this time.
Here we go.
We got off track there
Ready?
a couple times.
I'm gonna keep track.
Here's click 1.
1,
Click 2.
2, 3.
There's click 3. There's 4.
4.
That's a big number.
That is for sure.
Okay, click 5.
5.
And a bigger number. 6. And for the final click.
Here we go. This is it. Number 7 is. The number just kept going up.
I know, it kept going up.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
72097.
Okay.
72097.
72097.
97.
Who is it? Searching.
It's a big spreadsheet, man.
It's a large
gotta
spreadsheet.
search.
It's thinking. And it's still thinking.
Dude, I thought you said your computer was top of the line. Why is this taking so long?
It's online. It's on a server somewhere.
Oh my God.
I'm running all these things.
How is Untitled Spreadsheet running so slow?
Yeah.
Wait.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is such a common name. Oh no. It's a pretty common name. So again, I apologize if this is you, but it's not you. But I will be looking up the email address. And if this is you, tomorrow. Oh, am I gonna make people wait till tomorrow?
We can look it up right now if you want.
We might have to look it up right after the stream. But okay. So here's who won. Rob S.
Rob S.
S is in.
Uh-huh.
I don't. What do you think Rob's last name is?
I mean, I have somebody in my side that goes by Rob the Slob.
It's probably not Slobby Rob, but it might be, man. I don't know.
Rob?
Either way, congrats. Right after we end the stream, I don't want to sit here for 15 minutes while we dig through emails and stuff, but I will email you soon as it might be Rob Schneider. I think Rob Schneider just won.
You can do it. he's gonna like float off into the sunset.
Ooh, Rob Schroeder. I think it might have to be Rob Schroeder. Yeah. But this is great. I'm so excited. We're finally done with this giveaway, and I can get rid of all these. They've been sitting on my counter for 2 months now.
Rob the Slob says, "I wish."
That's so much. Oh, sorry, Rob the Slob. You should have entered, man.
I know.
You should have entered. You have to enter the next one, for sure.
There it is.
There it is.
It
Rob,
is off your plate now.
It's off my. Well, not yet. I still have to email Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I got to look up who Rob actually is.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Then poor Brandon's got to pack all this up and ship it out tomorrow. And he's buried in orders right now from this tire sale we're doing, which, by the way, tire sale ends tomorrow. So if you guys want a tire or a hub or anything tire or hub related, go now because it's 30% off.
Yeah.
And it will not be another sale until Black Friday, and it won't even probably be this good. So.
Brandon says, I'm calling it, Jeff. Rob Smith.
Brandon, you're not allowed. Wait, Rob Smith? Brandon thinks it's Rob Smith. I thought Brandon said he's calling out tomorrow. I was like, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to call out tomorrow, Brandon. You have to be there. Sorry.
Yeah, again, Valgard, it's been running for like 2 months, so there's multiple ways that you could have entered the giveaway.
But it looks like I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now. Rob S doesn't just have one entry; he's got a bunch of entries, which means he shopped on the website, which means that we have his info, so we're good.
Yeah,
we won't have to just try to find him on Instagram.
In purchasing from the website, that got you an entry in?
One entry for every dollar spent.
For every dollar spent. That's what I thought.
So if you bought a T-shirt, you got 20 entries.
Right.
You know, if you bought like a full setup, then that's why that list is so long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the. Every once in a while, I'll do a giveaway where I'll have like, I make it some crazy amount of tickets that people can like use their points on.
Yeah.
2,000 tickets or whatever, and then at the end of the stream, you got like hundreds of thousands of entries. Luckily, on Twitch, everybody just enters. They just type a thing in, and then I click a button, and it randomly generates. So there's no way that any of it can be rigged. Much like this.
Can't be rigged, man.
I mean, that's a hell of a spreadsheet right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no
How
way
long
to
did
rig
it take to
something
even
like that.
search that number? It took like a minute.
Yeah. And I got kind of a super PC. Moto Psycho 76 first time chat. Just curious how many entries total.
So many.
A lot.
So many entries.
Yeah.
So there's definitely one comma, not two commas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Link Nintendo said it's a cool one wheel, but does it play Game Boy games? Guess what?
Oh, hey man, if Rob S doesn't want the one wheel and he'd rather have the Chromatic, I'm sure he could reach out to who was it? 12092. I don't even remember whose name it was. I'm sure you could reach out to them and they would happily trade you the Chromatic for the full one wheel build, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They would probably, yeah. I mean, I would totally do that.
That's a pretty good trade. You could buy so many Chromatics with this build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that was awesome, man. That's fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, I had a ton of fun doing that.
My first time streaming.
Is this the official?
I mean, I would think so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not playing video games or whatever, but
I think that in the future, like every so often, we should just do this. You guys come by. We'll do like a collaborative stream. Maybe next time we'll do I'll do like a. I mean, imagine a giveaway like that. I'd have to give away like one of the arcades, but maybe like a PS5.
Dude, I'll take that one. I want your Lethal
Like the
Enforcers
Lethal
Area
Enforcers,
51
yeah.
combo. Yeah, that thing's sweet.
There's also a Lethal Enforcers 2 board in there.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember that. That was the Western version.
What's the Western video game I'm thinking of from way back in the day? I think it was on NES. It was a side-scroller Western. And you killed the boss on the first or second level, and he goes, "Oh, bury me with my money."
Oh,
Sunset Riders?
Sunset Riders.
That game was
Yeah.
sick.
That is a very good game.
Yeah, great game.
Yep.
Great game.
There's not enough good. Well, I guess we have Red Dead Redemption. I was gonna say there's not enough good Western games these days.
Red Dead's sick.
Red Dead's
actually,
awesome.
so love Red Dead. Never played Red Dead 2, which is crazy, right?
You need to do that.
I know. I get around
Actually,
it.
since we are in front of all these video games, I gotta ask, like, do you play it? Do you play?
I don't have
all-
time, dude. I legit don't
either.
have time, man.
That's why I started this.
So it's not that I couldn't sneak a little gaming in here and there. My problem is I get obsessed. I get way too into it. So whenever a new Zelda drops, I'm on it, and I'm on it for 40 to 80 hours until it's done. And my wife hates it when that happens. I mean, big fan of The Last of Us 1 and 2. I'm one of the rare guys that likes 2. I think 2 is a fantastic game. So.
Last of Us 2, the game, very good. Last of Us 2, the season,
Sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked. 1 was okay.
Yeah.
2 sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the game, man.
Yeah.
People talk trash on the story and it's too
I
woke
didn't
and all
think
that.
so.
I thought it was great because
Yeah.
it challenged you and kind of it wasn't an easy playthrough.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's very heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's a very emotional game.
Yeah. So I like the story games. I like the
If-
story games a lot.
If there was any game right now, since you haven't been playing, you haven't had time to play or anything, like right now, if there were any game that you could just set aside time and play right now, what
It'd probably be Red Dead 2, honestly.
Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
good
I've
choice.
heard nothing but great things.
Fantastic game.
Great studio that makes it.
Yeah.
And I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, that game sucks."
No, because who
Yeah.
would say that?
Yeah.
You'd have
Also,
to be crazy.
I will tell you though, I've played so many different Zeldas. I never played Wind Waker.
Really?
Never played Wind Waker. Phantom Hourglass, even Minish Cap, like all the throwbacks.
That's a really good game.
Wind Waker's allegedly amazing. So I would like to put time aside to play Wind Waker.
So I'm assuming since you don't have time, you probably don't have a Switch 2.
I don't have a Switch 2. I have a Switch 1.
Have you thought about a Switch 2?
Not really. I mean, Brandon's got one. He'd let me borrow it if I wanted to. But
Because you could play Wind Waker on the Switch 2.
yeah, I could. Again, the problem is I'll sit down and I won't stop until it's done. And I got too much going on. I just can't do it. I get obsessed. If I could just pick it up and game for like an hour and put it down, it'd be one thing.
Yeah.
But like I got a crazy 3-year-old running around at the house. I got 16 horses to deal with.
Jeez,
I got 2
like,
other businesses on top of that.
That
like,
one,
it's too much.
when you said like, a horse, I was like, yeah, of course. I knew you probably had like
Yeah.
a horse, maybe 2 horses. 16 horses.
There's 16 right now. Yeah, I got a little bit of help, but it's
That's
a lot.
wild.
I gotta be home every day to feed horses, so
Yeah.
it's a lot.
And I'm assuming that goes like well into the night.
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can. And then, hunting season's here, fall's here, so that's going to take up a ton of my time.
Yeah.
It's,
You
I'm
do
just
traveling for that?
going to be traveling a bit,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, man. It's, I'm busy, so
Yeah.
I wish I had more time to game. I will tell you, though, that, I've been playing a ton of Tetris on that Chromatic, and thank God I finally stopped. I put too many hours into it. But, yeah, the Tetris is super fun on there, but that's been taking a ton of my time,
Okay,
too.
so you like Zelda games.
Yeah.
Before you leave, I'm going to give you a game that you can take home for your Chromatic.
Okay.
You will like it. If you like... Did you ever get into Pokemon games at all? Have you
So,
ever played a Pokemon?
yeah, I beat Red back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played a little bit of Yellow. I don't know if I might have dabbled in Blue a little bit. And then I've just noted, Pokemon Snap back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked Pokemon Snap when I was younger. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I tried playing one of the newer ones. I don't know if it was like Sword and Shield or something. It was terrible. I didn't like it at all.
Not
So.
as good.
Yeah.
Okay. This, you gotta take this home. You gotta play this.
What is this?
This is Dragonheim.
I thought it was Castlevania from way over there. I couldn't see it.
So,
Dragon.
my community knows this is Dragonheim. This is a new Mod Retro game. So this is a new game published by Mod Retro.
So this is an original.
Yeah. So it is on. It's for the Game Boy Color. So you could play it on your. If you don't have a Chromatic, you could buy it and play it on a Game Boy Color if you wanted to. But it's brand new game. Just came out December of last year, so almost a year old. Okay. You'll be able to pop it in. It is very much Link's Awakening.
Is what it looks like from the top picture, and then the bottom picture looks like Pokemon.
Yes, I was just gonna say it's very Link's
Careful,
Awakening.
Nintendo might sue you. Apparently, they're trying to patent that.
I have heard, although they have a very good relationship with Nintendo. So,
ooh, it's got mild fantasy violence in it. Nice.
Yeah. I really enjoy that game.
Oh, is it because the main character's name is Chris?
Based on me. It's true. But fantastic game.
That's fun. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I will make an attempt to plug this in and turn it on. Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't spiral.
Yeah.
Why aren't you talking about One Wheel? You missed it. We talked all about the One Wheel.
So much One Wheel. What else do you guys want to know about One Wheel? I'm gonna open book for the next 7 minutes.
There you go.
I gotta take off at 8 probably because I still haven't eaten dinner yet.
I haven't either.
But yeah, if you guys have any One Wheel related questions, throw them in chat on YouTube because I can't really see the Instagram chat over here, but YouTube over here I can see them.
Yep.
But yeah.
Also, anyone on my side, if you have any YouTube questions, One Wheel questions.
Yeah. Here we go. Could you recommend a U-Box? So I don't run U-Box at all, but the Thor 301 is fantastic. It's kind of tried and true. As long as you're not building anything over a 20S, it's a really good choice. So I've got a Thor 301. No, I don't. It's sitting on my couch right now. But we did plug a Thor 301 into the V1 Proto of the Wheelie Fun Bike. So that's running on a Thor 301 right now. And then also... yeah, I could probably say this, but the production level Wheelie Fun Bike is going to be running on a Thor 301.
So, real quick, can we talk about the Wheelie Fun Bike?
We can talk about the Wheelie Fun Bike a little bit.
Okay. Because I think there are probably some people in my community that would really like to check that out.
Yeah, so essentially, I can't wheelie a bike at all. So I thought it'd be a fun YouTube video to build a little mini motorcycle to where you press a button and basically it pops you up into an automatic wheelie and holds you into the automatic wheelie so you can't fall out of the wheelie, right? So you don't need to throttle brake if you don't want to. You just hold the button, it goes boop, and pops you up. And you lean forward to go faster, you lean backward to go slower. And so we built it. Shout out Julian, he did all the hardware for it, and then Nico did all the software for it. And it's just like a fork off of the Balance app on Vesk. And then we built it, filmed the YouTube video, I jump on it, pop it up, ride it around, come back and go, okay, we can't make this YouTube video because we have to actually make this thing. This is like the most fun thing I've ever ridden. Like I haven't gotten that feeling since the first time I rode a One Wheel. Like all I want to do is this. I just kind of get obsessed with stuff and I'm like, this is all I want to do. I actually quit one wheeling for like 4 months probably just because I was riding this bike everywhere. Go to lunch, take the bike. Go home, take the bike. That's all I wanted to do was ride this bike. And I don't even like riding bikes or motorcycles. And I just could not get off this thing. It's so fun. So we decided to just make them. So I'm like, Julian, we need to make like a production level prototype of this thing. And then we gotta open it up and sell these things to everyone because everyone needs these things. They're so sick. So we built it. We just opened them up for pre-orders a few weeks ago. Bunch of folks are jumping on them. We've got the full Founders Edition if you want to pay the full price up front, or you can just do a $299 deposit and put it down. And then we're scheduled to ship Founders Edition in January as of right now. So, but it's a lot of work trying to get all that done. So we're cruising on it, man. It's awesome. You guys can check it out at wheeliefunbike.com.
A completely original, like...
Yeah. Oh, we from the ground up, man. Yeah, we built this. It's a custom frame, it's sick.
I feel like.
And we're building them all here in the U.S. too. We're not just like ordering them from China and having them shipped over. So.
Yeah, so we were talking about this before we went live, because that was my question. Like, no, you guys are quite literally building these things in house.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
It's a lot. We're already low on space, so
I feel like I would
have
love
to get a bigger warehouse.
I would love to. Can we get a link? Yeah. What was the link?
Oh, does Nico still? Yeah, Nico still works at the Float Life. He's just off this week because he's traveling for Windman. He's always at the races, man. He's out at the events. But
what is it? What's the site?
WheelieFunBike.com. LIE. Yep. FUNBIKE.com. Are we going to make front sensors in Cush wide? The plan is yes, but we want to come out with low first. So the plan is, GT low, XR low, and then actually pint, we're going to do that in the Nug high version, which is essentially the wide. It's the exact same thing. So yeah, that's the plan.
I feel like I want to come shoot a video on the Wheelie Fun Bike. I want to ride
Dude,
the
you
Wheelie
should.
Fun Bike.
Yeah, so the Wheelie Fun Bike is on vacation right now. It's on a road trip.
Mm-hmm.
We have the V1 Proto at the shop, but the V2 is with Julian on its way to Windman right now.
Somebody was asking like top speed on that. Do you know?
I mean, I've done 40 on it. I've done like 37 mile an hour wheelies on it. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's so fun. You really don't want it to go any faster. It's a pit bike. Like, it's a small little pit bike. It's not like a full-size motorcycle.
Yeah.
Full-size moto, it's like, yeah, we do 70, 80 on it.
Yeah,
it's fine,
definitely check out the link if you like, because it is a mini bike basically.
Yeah, it's a little pit bike.
Yeah.
And I'm 6 foot tall,
cool.
so if you guys see me riding it, like, that's just like a hair over 6 foot.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can be a full-size human and ride one still. It's not just for kids. But the kids freaking love it, man. Whenever we go out to events with them, it's like we can't pry it out of the kids' hands.
Do you guys sell Pro Ride stuff ever?
No, but shout out Paul Oric. He's a cool guy. He's the guy that started Pro Ride. But no, we don't carry any Pro Ride stuff. But Nug High is the move. I agree with you.
What is the weight to the one wheel? What do you mean, Tommy Gens? You mean like how heavy is a one wheel?
The one wheel is kind of vary in weight from like mid-20s to like some of the custom builds are pushing like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Now it's great because they'll do batteries in the front and the back. We're putting controllers like in the hubs now, not even in the front, to free up space for the batteries.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's called a Fusion Core Hub. It's pretty.
Wait,
nuts.
so there's builds that have batteries in front and back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, split packs. Those have been around for a while now. Yeah.
Does that extend like double battery life or extend battery life
you
by
can.
substantially?
I mean, double it if you put the exact
I
same
wonder
pack in
if
the
I
front as
can
the
make
back.
it to work from here on a 20 miles. Think I can do it?
20. What do you mean?
Like, think I could ride my one wheel to work without it dying?
You just have a regular GT, right?
Yeah.
You can make 20 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make 20 miles. Just don't ride like crazy aggressive.
Okay.
But you should easily be able to make 20 miles. Pump your tire up a little bit, But
I've always wanted to try, but I've always been like, man, I don't want to get like a mile
Dude,
away.
you could
and
for
have to
sure do 20 miles.
huff it down to the damn shop.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to make it on like an old XR, like a 15S pack, no way. But yeah, that GT pack, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I'm going to try that.
As long as your batteries are healthy.
Yeah, so what is the weight limit on a one wheel? I don't know. That's a good question.
I think it depends on the board. Like the pints, you probably don't want to be riding those if you're over 200 and something pounds maybe. But I don't know. Like the really powerful ones like the GTS and the new Rally XL, or like some of these custom builds that are just nuts on the voltage. Like you'd be 300 plus pounds and ride them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those some of the new builds that I've seen are beefy.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be where people are going. They want a bigger board. Like, I mean, even Future Motion has acknowledged it now with their new GTXL. It's like people want a bigger board.
Yeah.
So
the one question that I have for you before we sign off is like, I've watched even since I've started riding, and you've been riding obviously way longer than me, but even since I started riding, I've watched this evolve from this sort of like thing that like really it started with you guys when I found the channel, but like a trick here and there to like full on like riding these things like a skateboard.
Yeah,
pretty much. What's the craziest trick you've seen pulled off on like a one wheel? Are we at a point where we're seeing any kind of like, it sounds really stupid, but flip tricks and that sort of stuff? Or
well, I actually did the first ever flip trick on a one wheel. I did pressure heel flip off a ledge.
Really?
Yeah. Years ago. I think we actually plateaued on tricks a long time ago.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, if you go back and watch our videos, I would recommend looking at Socially Distant. Watch that video and then watch A New Normal, which is like the sequel to Socially Distant. Watch Ryan Sherwood's part. Ryan Sherwood's got the ender, and it's the craziest riding I've ever seen. Like the flip tricks that he does with the board is insane. Like he invented the wheel whip. Like he does all sorts of wild stuff. And I kind of think freestyle one wheeling sort of peaked back then and hasn't really gone too far. There hasn't been a big focus on it because it's like there's one company that builds these boards pretty much, you know, and there's no competition because of patent enforcement. So it's like, you know, their focus has mainly been racing and off-road.
Yeah.
So they haven't really focused on tricks, and they're trying to like say that this is the trick board, but their firmware isn't really designed for tricks at all. Like the Vesk stuff rides way better than the FM stuff when it comes to doing tricks. They've gotten better and they've fixed a couple of things, and the board activates a little bit better, you know, but it's just, I don't know. There just hasn't been a big focus on it, and there's not enough people really pushing the envelope with it to where we've seen like tricks get super, super crazy.
Do you guys ever go out and like ride, like go to a skate park and ride a skate park?
I don't really like taking them to skate parks. I think skate parks are skateboards only, but there's a lot of folks that ride them at skate parks and stuff. Yeah. No, I like taking them to the streets and like finding fun stuff in the street to hit and finding fun stuff off road too. Like I think they really kind of shine off road freestyle too, like sick log hits and rock jumps and drops.
Yeah, I mean that's where most of it is, especially when watching your guys' videos. That's where like the trails hit.
Yeah, lately it's been a lot of that, and you know a lot of that too is like we used to have so many street videos, and that's all I wanted to do was ride this thing like a skateboard and just film street parts. But I got old, man. I'm 40 this year, and I hit the ground a lot, and like the last time I hit the ground, like I lacerated my kidney.
You
ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, you were in the hospital there for a minute.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I've slowed down a lot, which is, you know, a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm getting older, so I can't ride as hard as I used to. You know, Bodie's not around anymore, and he was one of the guys that was really, like, pushing the forefront of freestyle, too. But, you know, he's doing his own thing. You know, and some of the old OG freestyle guys kind of aged out of it a little bit, and I haven't seen – and, you know, like – foot hooks started to become really popular, too. So a lot of the guys that are just riding it more like a skateboard and less like a snowboard – you know, that changed a little bit. So yeah, people are just riding them different now. The focus has kind of been more off-road, go fast, go big, race, as opposed to like do tech freestyle stuff in the streets.
Yeah.
So there's still a few guys out there holding it down.
Yeah.
You know?
Those were the videos that I first discovered of your guys' before we had ever met.
Yeah. Those are the best videos we've ever made, honestly.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. I spent so much time watching because like obviously being a skater, inline skater, like I grew up on skate videos, you know, like the Video Groove series for anybody who used to rollerblade, stuff like the Video Groove series and stuff. And that's what your guys' channel is. When I discovered it, it was like, that's what this is.
Yeah.
These are like full on put together like skate videos, but
that's what we were going for was full length. And I mean, that stuff is kind of rare nowadays, you know, I agree. Back in my day too, man, like the mid to late 90s, early 2000s was like the heyday for all that stuff. You know, you had like 411. Every company would put out a full length video on VHS or DVD every year. And it's like, you were stoked on that. Now it's like everything gets dropped on Instagram. I sound like a broken record. I know this has all been said before, but it's like
YouTube.
You know, everything's looking for clips and for short form. And
see, Michelson, that's exactly what I was going to point out was Rodney Mullen. Like there was...
dude, Rodney versus Daywan, round 2. Come on, man. Wild stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing 40, but still ride way more fearlessly.
I slowed down a lot. I just can't hit the ground like I used to is the problem.
Yeah.
Like I know how to fall. I fall a lot, but still
I'm afraid now that I'm back on my skates, I'm afraid of that first big bail.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
yeah. And you sound like an old person too, but it's true. Like you can't afford to take time off.
It takes way more time to recover from that stuff.
Yeah, and that's the problem too. Like I used to bounce off the concrete and by like I might be sore tomorrow, but I'll be all right. You know, a little scraped up. Now it's like if I bounce off the concrete, I'm out for a week or two.
I didn't even bounce off the concrete, and I was still sore for 2 days. I just rode the bulls at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Crazy. Well, Better let you get home and get it eaten.
Yeah, we got to get going. But hey, for everyone on YouTube, I do have an announcement in the next week or two, depending on we can get everything finalized. We've already got like the bones of it built out, but basically we're totally redoing our membership program because YouTube membership is not great for us and for you guys. I feel like you guys aren't getting the value out of it that you should be getting. So we're changing it over to be directly on our website, and that'll help out with a ton of stuff. We're going to do a ton of giveaways on there. You'll actually get access to early products that we don't have in stock for people. It not just like, oh, we just tell you before everyone else and then you get to fight everyone else, because like there's no good way to do it through YouTube. So by doing it through our website, we're going to be able to get it to where it's like you guys actually have access to that. We're going to be able to do giveaways. We're going to hopefully incorporate like a shirt of the month type thing. We're going to do a ton of cool stuff. But basically, YouTube memberships are kind of going away, and we're moving it all over to the website. And then on top of that, it's like YouTube takes a 30% cut right off the top. So it's like we have to account for that in like what we give back to you guys in the membership program. So by switching it over to the website, we're able to instantly just like give you guys back 30% more in the form of, giveaways or, whatever that may be. So it's going to be way, way better. And yes, there will be bonuses for longtime members. I think I figured out kind of how we're going to do that. So yeah, appreciate all you guys on YouTube that have been hanging with us for all these years on the membership program, but it's going away, but going to a different place, but getting way better. So.
But folks on my side are, what is your website?
Oh, thefloatlife.com. But yeah, for the folks on your stream, Tofer, I just recommend they check out our YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, that's probably, you guys have a lot of awesome gear, though.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get into one wheels, like riding a one wheel, the gear, like my kids probably 50% of the time they go to school, they either have
there you go. That's cool.
A shirt, or not to mention the amount of stickers that are on everything. So like, you guys have some really fun shirts.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, a lot of my art is actually done by
Cash Harrison,
your guys' artist. So
Yep.
Yeah,
one of our guys. Cash, he's the man, dude. Recent dad, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he just had his first kid a few months back. Yeah.
It's a fun time, man.
He's doing it. He's doing it, man. He's in the middle of it right now, not sleeping.
Oh, I know, especially the first one.
Yeah.
You just have one?
I just got the one, man. Yeah. I just got the one. He's crazy enough for me.
Yeah. The second one was much easier.
Yeah, that's
at least right when we get home, and it just kind of seemed like the first one we were like, it was like fucking felt like weeks before we saw sunlight. We were just like,
yeah, it's pretty chaos.
But then the second one, we were outside like the next day.
Yeah, well, the first one is so scary, man, because you're at the hospital. Usually stuff doesn't go smooth at the hospital.
No.
I know it didn't go smooth for us. We got stuck there for multiple days. He had to go to like the NICU for a little bit over some nonsense. But regardless, and then they're just like, okay, go home. And you're like, well, is someone coming with me to like show me what to do? And they're like, no, get in the car and leave.
Baby?
They're like, we'll walk you to the front door and then you leave. And you're like, I have to keep this thing alive. If I don't, I go to jail.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
Being a parent for the first time.
But it's tight. I never wanted kids, and we had a kid, and I'm stoked I had a kid, man. It's great being a dad.
I love being a dad. It's the best thing I ever did.
Yeah. So, anyway, on that note, I got to go because I got to go be a dad now. I got to go eat dinner and spend some time with the family.
Yep, same here.
But this is fun, guys. Thanks for joining us on the stream. Super appreciate it. Shout out to Tofer over here for hosting. This was great. It's way better than our setup that we have for live.
Next time, we got to do it on the half pipe, the mini ramp.
We'll do it on the mini ramp.
I'll bring my skates and I'll skate the mini ramp.
You heard it here first. He's claimed he's gonna skate the mini at our shop.
The mini ramp.
Yep. So we've got a sick mini.
I love the mini ramp.
All right. Well, come on by. We'll figure it out as soon as all the tires are off of it. Go to our website and buy all the tires, please, because the whole entire mini ramp is filled with tires right now, which is why we're having a tire sale. Tire sale ends tomorrow, so go quick.
Tire sale ends tomorrow. There better be a video. If I do anything, there's going to be a video. That's just how it works.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely going to film you falling on your ass on my mini. You have to sign a liability waiver first. Yeah.
I'm going to be sore for a while, but it's okay. Yeah. So if I can't play games for like 3 weeks because I have a cast on one arm, sorry, guys.
You know why.
Have a good night. Have a wonderful time at Disneyland. I am streaming tomorrow night also. Tomorrow night is Retro Night. We will be giving away another Chromatic on the Twitch stream. So,
dude, I might join. I want another one.
You can do link cable.
Yeah, I need to get the link cable thing. I need to get that going.
Yep.
So, I also need to figure out how to upload my high scores. So that it registers.
So there's a cart updater as well, and the one that you're using probably does need a MRU updater.
Okay.
It probably needs a firmware update.
Got it.
So there's all kinds of cool things that you
We
can
got
do
some
with
first place high scores up there right now, so we got to update it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
it. All right.
All right, guys.
Oh, there's a new mode on Tetris.
Oh no, just what I need.
Yeah,
A
it's
new
junk
mode. Junk mode.
Yeah, so you have two, you link them together.
Okay.
For every 2 lines you clear, it throws those lines into the other person's playfield.
Oh, that's hectic.
It's you guys have seen it. She's absolutely destroyed me in it, but like, it can be panicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you start stacking them. What's the link cable for? It's like a Game Boy link cable. Mel does have the highest score. Yeah. It's a Game Boy link cable. You can link your chromatics together because it's just like a Game Boy. Where can I buy the Chromatic? Modretro.com. Or just come hang out at the stream tomorrow night and maybe
Just
you can
come
win
to
one.
the stream and win one. Why pay for one when it's free?
This will be this is actually number 42. This will be number 43 that I'll give away tomorrow night.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Call me when you're giving away number 69. I want to win that one.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one I'm winning. I'm calling it
and
now.
then 420. I've learned from here.
That's going to be a while. That one's going to be a while.
I'm going to start doubling up.
Yeah. All right, I got to go because
right,
I still have
guys.
to pack this bad boy up, get it back in the truck, and get it shipped out tomorrow. So,
Well, we appreciate you guys. Thanks
Load
for
on, my
hanging
friends.
out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow
where's the
night.
end button? There it is.
Where is it?
Oh, man, I was down to 9% battery.
Oh.
Got it.
All right, guys.